Well, Jonathan, to Eastbourne, Speedos at the ready, Jonathan.
Penny, if it was a decent day and the sun was out, I'd more than happily oblige, but it's absolutely freezing down here on the coast of Eastbourne this morning. But if the weather does improve and you do come down to the beach, then don't be surprised if you see these guys, Q Lifeguard, not just keeping their eyes out at sea for people in difficulty, but they're also on patrol here along the beach, handing out free sunscreen and also offering skincare advice. Well, Norman Kinnish is from the tourism department. Morning, Norman. Hi. Is this just a gimmick, this patrol, or is it something you do all the time?
This is new for this year. We're going to be handing out sun cream and advice to sunbathers on how to avoid the harmful effects of the sun's rays. OK, let's have a chat to the head lifeguard, Gary Cairns, over here. So, Gary, do you actually offer to put sunscreen onto these people on the beach?
We give out factor 15 or above. For children, we try and give out factor 50. And no, we don't go as far as actually rubbing it in their back, but just here for advice.
Let's just hope the sun comes out, eh?
It will do.
All right, well, lots of advice there from Dr. Hilary in that VT we saw just a second ago. With me this morning is Dr. Xavier. Dr. Xavier, it's very confusing, though, isn't it? Lots of different terminologies on the bottles. What should we actually look out for?
It is confusing, but I think you should be looking definitely at the SPF, which is the sun protection factor. You should be looking at least 15, ideally up to 30 or above. You should be looking for UVA and UVB protection because the rays are different, and UVB really burns you, and UVA ages the skin as well, damages the DNA. And really, you should also look at the ingredients, and I would say zinc oxide must be one of the ingredients you should be looking for in your sunblock.
Good advice there. And Penny, the sun is firmly behind the clouds, so my Speedos remain firmly in my bag, I'm afraid.
Thank you, Jonathan. What a shame. Lots more advice on the website gm.tv, where you can also calculate the right sun protection factor for you.
Claire is standing by, ready to point out where the worst of the rain will be today, and we'll have the latest from Tenbury Wells, which has borne the brunt of flooding for the second time in a fortnight. That's
today, but parts of Wales will stay dry and sunny. Temperatures will peak at 23 Celsius. Talking about sun protection now, and it does sound daft, doesn't it? We're having such a terrible old summer. But actually, this sort of weather can be even more dangerous than wall-to-wall sunshine, because when it does shine, we're also desperate to get out there and make the most of it, that we strip off and lay in the sun. So we all know, of course, we need to slap on some cream to protect ourselves. But do we actually understand those tricky terms like SPF and UVA? Dr. Hilary explains all.
We all know that exposure to the sun's rays are bad for you, but whether it's UVA, SPF or UVB, how much do we really know about the terminology of staying safe? What does SPF mean?
I have no idea.
Sun protection factor.
Sun protection factor, I think.
No.
I haven't a clue because I never use the stuff.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
What does UVA mean?
Ultraviolet absorber.
No, I don't know what UVA stands for.
No, I don't, to be honest, know the difference between the A and B.
What does UVB mean?
Ultraviolet burning.
Ultraviolet, something.
I know that one's dangerous and one's not.
SPF simply means sun protection factor. 15, the minimum recommended, means you can stay in the sun 15 times longer without burning than you could without it. The sun's UVA, or ultraviolet A rays, is the radiation that causes aging to your skin. And UVB, ultraviolet B rays, are the ones that burn. An easy way to remember that is A is for aging, B for burning. This doesn't mean that one is safer than another, it's a combination of exposure to both that can lead to skin cancer.
Well, Jonathan Swain is on the coast at Eastbourne, where they're teaching people a whole lot more about how to stay safe. Oh, look at you all Baywatched up. What's going on there?
Well, OK, I have to say, first of all, it feels very odd, doesn't it, talking about sun cream, and we've just had a torrential downpour here in Eastbourne in the last 10 minutes or so, but the sun has popped out now, and it makes conditions here at sea even more dangerous. OK, fair enough. Budget wouldn't stretch that far. But if you do come down to the beach later on today, if the sun does stay out, well, don't be surprised if you see these guys, Q the Lifeguards, not just keeping a watchful eye out for any danger out at sea, but also they're carrying out patrols along the beach, handing out free sun cream and also free skincare advice to sunbathers. Well, Norman Kinnish is from the tourism department here in Eastbourne. Is this just a gimmick, or It's something that's actually going to work.
This is a new promotion for this year, but it will work really well. We're going to be handing out free suntan cream for people who are visiting Eastbourne and giving advice to sunbathers so they can avoid the harmful effects of the sun's rays.
Great stuff. And Gary Carnes, you're the head lifeguard down here in Eastbourne.
Yep.
I mean, do you actually get to slap it on to all those lovely ladies on the beach?
I wouldn't say that we go that far, but we are here to provide free suntan cream, as we've said, and to basically give out any advice. So if anyone's got any questions, to see one of my lifeguards or myself.
Okay, great stuff. And it is worth saying that although the sun is out now and it's very changeable, the weather, we've had showers, a bit of sunshine, hailstorms, and it's days like today really, you do need to put the sun cream on when the sun is out to stop yourself from burning. We've got Dr. Xavier here this morning, also Mum Nicola and little Jack, who was building himself a sandcastle a moment ago, but there's no sound, just stones. But so Dr. Xavier, what kind of advice would you give to a parent like Nicola here this morning?
Well, Nicola, it's really important that you look at the ingredients of a sunblock. You need to be looking for a broad spectrum sunblock which has got UVA and UVB block in it, because UVA really damages the DNA of the skin and UVB burns the skin. So for Jack, you'd be looking at factor 50 or above. For yourself, probably 15 or ideally 30. And you should be looking at the ingredients as well. So zinc oxide, titanium dioxide, these are the best sort of ingredients that you could have in a sunblock.
Okay.
Good advice, Nicola?
Yes, definitely. Take that on board.
Good stuff. Okay, well, I just hope the sun continues to shine for you. And little Jack here can finish off building his his stone castle. Need some more sand here, mate, don't we?
All right, Jonathan, thank you very much indeed for that. We'll take all your advice, and we've got more advice on the website as well. You can calculate the right sun protection factor for you on GM.TV. Right, we're going to clear something.
We're going to clear something up because I think Andrew's just offended.
What did I say?
You said you have to get out of the home